Art never gets easier. That's something that I've heard a lot of times from artists of all skill levels, and I don't think it's really true. First, what do people mean when they say this? Well, I can't speak for everyone, but I think they mean that the process of drawing is something that never gets easier. You will always struggle, no matter if you are a beginner or a professional. If you're a beginner or even intermediate artist, this might sound weird. Even when you see professional time lapses or process videos where they talk about their struggles of creation, it probably doesn't seem to you like they're actually struggling. Like, they'll draw the seemingly perfect hand, complain about how bad it is, erase the entire thing, and then start again. And okay, sure, it sounds like they're distressed, but it can be hard to understand why. I mean, they literally just drew a perfect hand. Why are they upset? The answer is that as you improve at art, your ability to critique art on a technical level, aka observational skills, improves as well. Similarly, as you improve, your expectations for your own art rise as well. So a below-average piece for an advanced artist will look like a masterpiece to a beginner artist. If you've been drawing for any long period of time, you can observe this too by looking back at pieces you used to be proud of. Chances are they will look a lot worse to you now. So, okay, people's expectations of themselves rise as they draw, which means that you get more critical of yourself with time, and it feels like the art process doesn't get easier. But still, from an objective technical standpoint, it literally gets easier to make good art as you improve. I think it would be really hard to find someone who disagrees with that statement. So why do people still say it? Quick side note, to be very clear, I am not trying to criticize people who say art never gets easier. I've heard some of my favorite artists say it, and I'm definitely not saying it's a bad or stupid thing to say or anything. So first, I think that most artists that say it genuinely mean it. By the way, I'm also not trying to diminish the struggles of professionals or advanced artists or anything. Art is really hard, creativity is really hard, burnout sucks, etc. Saying art never gets easier when you're referring to the creativity aspect is completely valid in my opinion. But anyway, it probably doesn't feel like the process of drawing ever really gets easier, especially since your art improvement is so gradual and hard to measure. Second, I think it's generally meant to be a comforting thing. Like, we're all in the same boat regardless of skill level. While the sentiment is nice, if I'm being honest, this was super discouraging when I first heard it. Like, I'm struggling so much right now so I can improve. What do you mean it will never get easier? So after all that rambling, I'm here to tell you that no, art will get easier, I promise you. Hands will become less of a nightmare as you practice. It will not feel like that if you don't think about it, but they will. You will probably always find yourself with new problems, but your old problems will slowly go away. For example, let's talk about drawing eyes. When I first started drawing the other eye was a nightmare. I think that's a pretty universal beginner experience. Like, it would genuinely drive me insane. I would spend so much time using the lasso tool and liquify to fix it, only to erase and start over, and then it still doesn't look good, and at that point it's been 30 minutes and I never want to touch a pencil again. So then I went to YouTube and I looked up tips and tutorials, and they told me to draw both eyes at once. And guess what? It helped a little bit, but not nearly as much as I wanted. It was still a nightmare, and that advice did not save me hours of liquify and lasso tool hell. But as time went on, it became an issue less and less. And obviously, it's not perfect, and I still struggle with getting the two eyes in the right place sometimes, but I don't think about it nearly as much anymore. Instead, I get frustrated with the rendering of the eyelashes or the positioning of the pupils, which, to be clear, I would struggle with before, but I wouldn't think about it because I was so preoccupied with drawing that stupid second eye. This might not sound like a great thing, but trust me, it feels great. You just have to pause and think about those things that you used to struggle with every day, but now only struggle with once a month. Once again, art will get easier as you improve. Art is not just pain and suffering, even if it feels like that sometimes. And if art genuinely is just pain and suffering to you, I hate to say this, but why are you drawing? If you're having fun with it now, it will get more fun the more you draw, even if there are ups and downs. And yes, there are a lot of ups and downs. So many that it can be hard to see you're steadily moving upwards, but I promise you are, and I promise it will get better the higher you climb. I can only offer you one data point, which is myself, but on YouTube you can get away with 0, so hopefully that's fine. I don't know how to do outros. I hope you enjoyed. YouTube is a platform in which I speak into the abyss and my voice reaches either 15 or 2,500 people. It's very odd. Thanks for watching!